Share sponsor Lui Nishmas Arabiak B'Shol Navas Yitzchok. Welcome to Yeshiva Daf. We are in Maseches Bava Kama Daf Nun Dalet. This is the last year, giving in this trip to Eretz Yisrael. Because Hashem will be many more in the future. And this daf is a daf which is more a technical daf. We're dealing with the drashas of psukim, so we'll go through it and try to understand the basic mahalach of the Gemara. Al Pip Shat. We're starting from Gimel on the base at the bottom in the two dots. The Gemara says, Nafal Tech Shori V'Kel V'Yishtabru. So the Gemara says, Masnisi, our Mishnah, that says that on Kalim your potter, that if vessels fell into the bar and broke your potter, Tani B'Yudoi Mechav V'Niski Kalim the bar. Here, Rabbi says you are chayav on Kalim the break in the bar. Matayim the Rabbanot, so is in Rabbanot, Damakro, V'Nafal Shama Shor or Chamor. It says in the pasuk that if a shor, an axe, or a donkey falls into the bar, so you see from here, shor v'loy adam, chamor v'loy kelim. Shor is coming to exclude a human being, and chamor is coming to exclude a kelim. In the Shur Machshava and the Daf, we discussed a little bit why shor is specifically come to exclude an adam, and chamor is specifically come to exclude a kelim. But Rashi is going to say in the next Talmud that the first thing you come to exclude is adam. That's if you would say only shor or only chamor, you would exclude the adam. Now, once you have another pasuk, you come to exclude also kelim. It says the word oy is to be rabbi the kelim. We're going to ask later. So what does he do? The word chamor. For Rabbanon, oy without from dalam dalaf. Oy, what do you do with oy? To tell you that you don't have to have shor and chamor falling into the bar. Either word works. So this is points out over here. We know that usually throughout Shas, there's a machlikas of Uranus and Revishaya, does oy come to divide or not? And this more goes with a shita that says the oy is coming to be mechalik. You need oy to be mechalik. So the more Rabbi Yehuda lechalik mi v'nofal nafko. According to Rabbi Yehuda, it says v'nofal loshon yochid, singular form. For Rabbanon v'nofal tuva mashro, v'nofal can be many, can be plenty. Rashi brings a few examples. It says v'oso b'tzal v'aliyov. It says u'bo ha'ois v'amoifis. It doesn't say u'bo ha'ois v'amoifis. So sometimes you use singular form for rabbin for a few people. It says the Gemara emo v'nofal klal shor v'chamor prat. We have the rule of klal prat to klal. You have a rule, then you have a detail. So the din is klal prat in b'chlal and l'shor prat. So if it says v'nofal, anything that falls, then it says shor v'chamor, very specific, only ox and donkey. Shor v'chamor only ox and donkey will be included in the Isra board, but not something else. Amrei says what can be balabor yesholim chozer v'kol. It says afterwards balabor yesholim, balabor will pay. So you have another klal upratu klal yetadan elekein prat. So then you have a different rule. When you have a rule, detailed rule, so you darshan like the prat, like the detail. Meaning not only the detail, but anything which is similar to the detail. Not from the first balichain. The prat is shor chamor is balichain. I've got balichain, so you come to add every balichain. So the more you have the first dovish nivlosu mitamen b'magro maso. Shor chamor, they're nevelo. The carcass is mitamen b'magro maso. When you touch it, pick it up. I've called dovish nivlosu mitamen b'magro maso. So you'll say any other animal that causes tumor. Avaloifas loy, but birds not. So then can nicht bechmor echad proto. Why have to say shor and chamor? Just say either shor or chamor, and then I'll know that it's only something which is similar to it. That's v'tamen b'magro maso. Says the Gemara, hi nichtav. Which one do you want to write? Ikos of shor. If you would say only ox. How about the korah goes to his back? Hinchek his back. Wait, shor goes to his back. Chamor doesn't. So therefore, whatever goes to his back, not something else. Because of what a chamor have a meaning kedusha b'bchoyo, kodesh b'bchoyo, in she kodesh b'bchoyo loy. A chamor is kodesh b'bchoyo. Even though a shor is also kodesh b'bchoyo, but the fact that you have two animals, they're both kodesh b'bchoyo, I would tell you that if you'd say only one, you'd say only kodesh b'bchoyo. That's why I need the second one to tell me even not kodesh b'bchoyo, even though they're both kodesh b'bchoyo. So we need the two psukim. I can't survive with only one. And lo makovi mis amesi eloi kol fire miso. Means anything that dies. So death includes even birds. This is more brain like bone becoming matokim. And I goes to ask a question. Even according to a bone that say kilim were not included. So you have a pasuk that tells you kilim is not included. Or when the beauty that come here, I believe kilim according to you they add kilim. Kelim b'nei misa, no, kelim's not b'nei misa. You just said a mesi Eloi, there has to be dvar misa. But a vessel doesn't die. So we're not Ami Shvi Roson Zoi Mitoson. When they break, that's considered to be that they died. So the more of the Ram, though, my bush, according to Ram, the holds, the boar is chayav only for its bad hair, but not for the impact. What's the tzad that kelim should be a problem, or according to your brother is a problem? It's not affected by the hevel. No, you're right. We're talking about new vessels that do break, to crack when you have a bad air. So the more 1 second. How can you use a any environment? So we need to make sure of something else. We learned earlier. Learned that stuff. And we learned a few days ago. Don't worry about the short so we should not follow the bird pot. So it has to be a mace which is yours. And in Psulam Kedashim, you cannot use the mace because the mace has a Kedusha. So that's when you need the mace Eloi. Hello, Makor, Kesef Yeshiva Ba'alav, the Rabbi is called the Isla Ba'alim. It says that the Ba'alav of anything that has an owner. Yaakov Ilu Kelim Vodum, it's also Kelim Vodum Nami. O Makor, Shavuot Adam, Chavuot Lekeh. That's what it says, Shavuot Adam, Chavuot Lekeh. So I have a Zezek also. You're right, it doesn't have an owner. By Odom referring to an Eved, obviously. Similar to the Kamar Belu Kelim, according to Abuda that you do have Kelim. There's a Shoy Ma'ad Be'odom. So Shoy comes to the Odom. Ela Chamor Ma'ad Ma'ad Be'odom. What do you do with Chamor? That's what we mentioned before. Chamor Debor LaBudo. Chamor that's mentioned by Bor, according to Abuda. The said Aved Livakol, and the word said that's mentioned by Aved, according to everybody, Kasha. We don't know why is it said. Why is it say by us, Chamor, according to Abuda? And why the word say is mentioned by Aved, as Rashi brings, there's a few words that's mentioned over there. It says, Se, Shor, V'se, V'samu. So each one has a drasha. We don't know what to do with Se, and the more say is that, something we don't know the answer. Continues the more, it says, so now I was going to explain the sentence. My Shor, Cher, Shor, what does it mean? That it's owned by the owner is an incompetent person. Hashor shebikach patur. So when I tell you a shor of bikach is patur, why is it patur? It says no shor chamor. Why should it patur? Talk about a shor. That shor itself is incompetent. In other words, every shor has some kind of a capability of knowing what to do. So I'm going to explain later. But this shor is a cher shebikotam. Doesn't know what he's doing. Same with the Vidal base, a Shoshu Pikak Pater. When you ask the that's why Shoshu Pikak Pater. I'm not here with Baiko. What's the first answer? Lay by Shoshu Pikak the Chayav. Pure Pikak is Chayav. Makes sense. I was Shoshu Cheshu to Kotor, the Shosu Gomoloy, Kadusu Gomoloy for the Potter. Let's say it's not my fault, it's because he's not so sane. That's why he fell on the bar. So don't blame me. Kamashua and he do play. Amulei Rav Achel Ravina Vatay Nafal Tocha Bardas Patur. Says Bardas fell to the boy Patur. My love is sure Bardas. Your Patur only Loi Odom. Dafka Odom. Elam Hato Odom Bendas with the Patur. Love Bendas with the Chayav. You want the other one is Bendas Chayav, the other one is not. Every other is Patur. Sure will Odom Ti. Elamai Bendas Min Bendas. Meaning we're talking about not a Bendas. But the type of bendas, the cherish is part of the society that dove have bendas. So bendas means Adam, and we just say it in a nice way. We have a brace of a famous. Novel shor bendas pato. You what? Elamarova, like we said before, shor v'hu cherish, shor v'hu shet, shor v'hu koton is incompetent shor. V'dat davka, av shor v'bikach pato, my time on the baile le'yuni meza. The shor needs to look where he's walking. That's what a normal shor does. If you have a shor that's either a cheresh or incompetent, or even a pikech, but I assume he's blind, or he's going in the night, chayav. Pikech, you see a shor pikech needs to guard himself, and you putter on that shor when it falls in the bar. Says the Mishnah. When I say shor, even when it says the Torah shor, it means all behemoths. In the following 8 cases. To go away from Arsenia, not to get close to Arsenia and do Matan Torah. Number 3, Tashlumi Kefal, to pay double when you steal them. Number 4, Mashavos Avedo, then you have a mitzvah to be Meshir Avedo on every type of animal. Number 5, Lefrika, in order to help a person when he has a load on his donkey and the donkey is about to collapse. Lechasima, not to muzzle the animal when it's working in the field. Lekilaim, you're not allowed to put them together, either mate them together or ride with them together. Fill the Shabbos. And last and 8th one is for Shabbos Kodesh. You're not allowed to do avodah with any animals, not only shor v'chamor. Continues the Mishnah, Chaya v'oif kayetz v'hem. Chaya and oif are similar, that they are part of it. In Kelama ne'emah shor v'chamor, so why it's a shor v'chamor? The Torah is talking about the normal cases. The normal case is shor v'chamor. It says in Mishnah. And that's why we said that shor v'chamor in these cases, but really includes every other animal. Now the Gemara goes to go and bring the Yoshas of the Psukim. Lenefila sabore, it says kesev yoshiv lebalak siv, called the Isla Bail Kedamar, like we said before. Anyone has an owner, there is nefilas bar. La first to get away from the mountain. In be'im imish lo yichye. It says any animal or person should not get close to Arsina. Fechai b'chal be'im. Chai is always included be'im. Wild animals included with the domestic animal. Have you? It says im be'im or rabbi soifis. It's to come to have the birds, so that's enough for Arsina. Let the shlume kevla case number 3. Kedamrinon al kol var pesha klal kol var pshio. Sorry, kol var pesha kalal kol var pshio. Kol var pesha means anything which the pshio you have double, and includes all the animals. Lashos aveda, the kol aveda sachicho. It says any aveda of your brother. Lefriko yoliv chamor chamor mishavos. Now we're going back to connect things together. Priko you learn chamor chamor gzer shor mishavos. Lechasima yoliv shor shor mishavos. Chasima not the muzzle, you learn shor shor mishavos. Lekilayim, not to put them together. Ikilayim the charisho, not to plow them together. Yoliv shor shor mishavos, because there's lo sachroy b'shor v'chavor chto. Ikilayim the arboy of behem tuchah b'cham mishavos. It says behem tuchah sabir kilayim. So talk about mating, you learn also gzer shor mishavos. Mishavos. So what we get Shabbos, minon. How do we know about Shabbos? Shabbos is the source of so many. In the Dibros of Pashas Yisro, it says Avdecho behem Avdecho amoscho slaves behem techo. When there was a Choris the Meyer in the Dibros of mention Pashas Vayischanon, where does it say V'shorcha v'chamorcho v'chol behem techo? It only mentions an ox and a donkey. They're part of all the animals. Why they're excluding, why they stand alone? The same way we find that shor v'chamor means not only shor v'chamor, but it means every other animal. Also all the other ones to chayav him. So here it tells you, really it says kol behem techo, any animal. Why it says shor v'chamor? To teach you. Here is a rule. I said before, but Pashas is the bininav. You learn from your bininav that shor v'chamor is not coming to exclude other animals. So more, maybe you'll say you have a rule in the Dibros Rishonos that says behemo, and in the Dibros says shor v'chamor. You will have kol prat and mechal mashor prat shor v'chamor for shor v'chamor, not other things. Says the more Amri, that can be, because the chol behem techo dibur achoris, the chol zavekolo. You have the word kol behem techo. Chal prat kol itadani helkena prat. Mapa the first balichaim, have kol balichaim, so you learn anything similar to that. So more ve'im mapa the first dosh shim losu metam megavo maso. Akol dosh shim losu metam megavo maso. So, the more, 1 second, maybe we'll say only things that have 2 months. We said it on the Aleph. Avalo ifes be'birds loy. Amrim kirich torch one achat. Just say only shor olcha, very similar to the sugi we had before. What should we write? He goes on a shor ox. I mean, a curl goes in his back, and she curls his back. Loy, that goes in his back. Not telling does not go in his back. Because I want a chamor. That says donkey. He goes on a chamor. I mean, kodesh b'chor, in she kodesh b'chor loy. It would say chamor. I would say only kodesh b'chor, like a chamor, like a shor. Well, because I want a shor, they tell you 2 things. Why have they have both? Tell you one of them, even if it's not kodesh b'chor. So I need the shor v'chamor back to the more to say it. It says no. It's not called about the cloud. Because it says the chol behem techo is a ribuy. Ribuy is marry everything. Now, just to point out, before that, they wanted to say cloud about the cloud. So ask Taisus, but there's one dama, you can't do cloud about the cloud when the cloud about the cloud or rechoikisim are far from each other. Here, I can do cloud about the cloud with Pashas Yisro, Pashas Vayischav. And to study says the more it says the word in Dibur Yishayim and the word in Dibur Achronim are mentioned together, meaning in what? It's the same thing. Whatever it's the Dibur Achronim, meaning the entire Dibur Yishayim, the entire Dibur Achronim. So one, that's what there's one zero. Chasefer argues with them places, and we mention it in the Shua Machshav on the Daf. Says the Gemara, the Kol Hekut, the Kol Zachmon, the Kol Rebuy. Whenever it says Kol, come to be Merab everything. Kol Kadashim Kalapat. It says Kol you do Kalapat. The time in the top that casts bechol shatav enamshrei. Bring the money with everything you want to buy. Cloud. So now you use it as a cloud. The book of tzoy bayayin, referring to animal, to wine, b'sheicher, to beer, prat. Then you have another cloud, whatever you want. The first pre means it's something which was born, but something which was born. Coming to exclude what? It's coming to exclude. Rashi says mushrooms. Mushrooms are not born for anything else. It's going to exclude water. It's going to exclude salt. I've got something which were born for something else. They grew on the ground. And as Toys points out, mushroom even animals, and they're considered they can do lekaka, or they can do lekaka because they nurture from the ground. Even though in many places we don't consider them can do lekaka, says it depends on the sugya and what is referring to. Says the Gemara. So we see even though it says by the Prat Mefurish, I mean, even though it says by Meiser, it says b'chol is the word koil. You don't use this as a ribur. Says the Gemara, Amrei b'choy kol ribur. There it says b'chol it's going to be my bekor, not more. But b'chol b'techo is a ribur. If you say a kol nami kol is a cloud. Meanwhile, called the Ochar here it calls is in the case of Shabbos calls a ribui, even though usually it's not. But it says Be'emtecho. Because of V'chol Be'emtecho, you have a special extra word. Tashma ribui. Usually it's not a ribui, but here it's special because here it's written a different way. So the Moashto must call ribui or Be'emtecho. Dibus Yishoy is a shor v'chamor. Dibus Achor is lamalei. So why need now Be'emtecho and shor v'chamor? Call ribui. So the more Amishor, like more Shor Shol Chasim. Like we said before, you teach for Shor Shol Chasim. Chasim it says Shor. Chasim means to muzzle. To teach you that it means every animal. Chamor like more Chamor like regarding unloading an animal. That's any animal included. Be'emtecho like more Be'emtecho Kilayim. You're now allowed to Kilayim with any animals, not only Shor Chamor. Yachav V'Lodom Litzor. More that's a side point. Now that we talk about Kilayim, and we say that includes you learn from Shabbos. So also an Adam should not be able to carry with an animal because they both mention Shabbos. It says a person, a human being, is allowed to pull or to plow with an animal. My papa, Papunoi at that time and that so Papunoi is a people for Papunoi. Rashi says that's the Papunoi means. Uman who's there of Achav by Yaakov. Rashi says Yaakov is Papunoi. It says the slave, the maidservant, will rest like you. And the fact that it says, why have to tell me that? Of course, you told me to keep Shabbos. The idea is that only regarding resting, we're comparing the human being to an animal, but not to anything else. And therefore, regarding that's why regarding Kilayim, Behema is Asur, all Behemas, because you learn from these Psukim, but the other was not included because we have a special passage that tells you can now learn regarding Adam. With this, we'll conclude this daf, and Be'ez Hashem continue from the 2 dots in the next year.